So, you're ready to start your journey into the world of investing. Awesome! Think of this as your first quest, a guide to navigating the exciting and, yes, sometimes confusing world of trading. Let's get into it.
It's a totally common feeling, right? You see all these different apps, all these markets, and it can feel like a huge mountain to climb. But honestly, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Today, we're going to break it all down and map out a clear path for you.
All right, so what's the very first tool you're going to need for this quest? Well, it's your personal gateway to the entire financial world.
And that gateway is a stock market platform or a trading app. A really good one does way more than just let you buy and sell. It's designed to make trading simple, give you the tools to track your stocks, learn as you go, and really build up your confidence as you start out.
Now that we've got our gateway, we need a strategy, a map, to help us navigate these new lands safely. And that map has a name: diversification.
I know, it sounds like some complex, fancy term, but the idea behind it is actually super simple and powerful. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, you spread them out across several. The main goal here? To protect your investments by lowering your overall risk.
Think about it this way. No single stock market in the world can give you access to everything. For instance, U.S. exchanges are packed with global tech giants, but you might look to European markets for luxury brands or Asian markets for some of those new, emerging growth opportunities. When you invest across different regions and industries, you end up creating a portfolio that's much more balanced and, frankly, much more resilient.
Okay, now let's talk about a whole new territory. We've gone over the traditional markets, but modern investors, well, you can also explore an exciting new frontier, the world of digital assets, or crypto.
You've probably heard about the insane growth in crypto, right? Well, the great news is you don't need a totally separate app to get in on the action. The best modern platforms are actually hybrids, letting you manage both your stocks and your crypto seamlessly, all from the same dashboard. This hybrid approach really does give you the best of both worlds. You get the security and the regulation that comes with a traditional broker, but you also get the innovation of a digital currency exchange. The most important part, though, it's just incredibly convenient, and it saves you a ton of time and hassle. Okay, so we get the what and the why. Now it's time for the how. It's time to actually choose the right toolkit for your personal quest.
So here's a quick look at some of the top platforms out there. You'll notice there are always trade-offs. Platform A, for example, has amazing automation features, but it might be a little tricky for beginners. Platform C, on the other hand, has a super user-friendly mobile app, but you've got to watch out for potential inactivity fees. It's really all about finding the one that fits what you need.
With so many options, sometimes it just helps to zoom in on a specific example. There's one platform that gets mentioned a lot for beginners, and it's a really great case study for what you should be looking for.
So, for instance, a platform like XTB often gets a shout-out for beginners for a few key reasons. Its platform, which is called XStation, is known for being really easy to navigate. It's got great educational resources, and this is a huge plus. It offers a free demo account, so you can practice without risking any real money. These are exactly the kinds of features you want to keep an eye out for.
And speaking of features for beginners, here's a critical one: a low or even a $0 minimum deposit. This just completely removes one of the biggest hurdles for people who are just starting out. It means you can begin your journey with whatever amount you feel comfortable with.
All right, you've got your tools, you've got your strategy. Now let's get familiar with the landscape. It's time to meet the giants of the market, the major global exchanges where all the action really happens.
First up, the big one, the New York Stock Exchange, or NYSE. This is the largest stock exchange in the world by market cap. It's known for its stability, its rock-solid reputation, and it lists some of the most iconic companies on the entire planet.
Then you've got NASDAQ. It's also in New York, but it has a totally different vibe. It's famous for being all about tech companies. And unlike the NYSE, it's completely electronic, which makes it incredibly fast and efficient, kind of like the modern trading apps we've been talking about.
And if we look east, we have the Shanghai Stock Exchange. As one of the largest in Asia, it is a crucial gateway for any investor who wants to get exposure to China's massive and still growing economy.
So we've covered the tools, the strategy, and the landscape. Now it's all about putting it together so you can take your first confident step on this journey.
And this right here, this is the most important takeaway of all. This explainer is your map, but you are the explorer. Taking the time to do your own research is something that will always pay off. Go test out a few of those free demo accounts. See what feels right for you.
Because at the end of the day, it really just comes down to this. The best app is going to be different for everyone.
The right one for you is the one that makes you feel empowered, the one that gives you the confidence to start and to keep on learning.
So the quest is laid out right in front of you. The tools are in your hands, and hopefully the path is a lot clearer than it was before. The only question left is, what's your first move going to be?